Hello, guys. We are going to talk about gratitude today. So, we're going to just take 10 minutes to talk about what or who that you are grateful for, right? Basically, you will be writing a thank you note to someone you wanted to thank for a very long time and you haven't had the chance to do so, or you never had the chance to do so. Maybe you know that person has passed on, right? You never got the chance to thank them, or they haven't and you still have the chance to, but this is a personal note that you're going to write, right? Because in order to really move on with your life and level up, you have to think about the people who have really changed you and changed your perspective on things, right? Whatever it may be for you. So we have to be grateful for those moments that people took the time, or certain people took the time to talk to us, to talk us through something, to talk us out of something, right? We have to be grateful for those people. Maybe without them, you would have made a decision that could have changed your life for, you know, years to come. Maybe they helped you to make a decision that changed your life for the better, right? So first we're gonna write down that one person you would like to thank. Write down their name or their relationship to you. Um, and that's the first part. Next, we're going to write down one thing you would like to thank her or him for. What is one thing that you really feel like they said or did, knowingly or not, right? That impacted your mindset, that impacted your life, that impacted your future. What is one thing you would like to thank them for, right? Now we're going to write, after you finish that section, we're going to write two details that describe the thing or the action for which you're thankful for, right? So, say for instance, it's your mom. You wrote that at the top. One thing you would like to thank her for. It could be her having a conversation with you about about a career decision or a relationship decision, you know, or life period, that she has talked to you about, and it really sets you up for a great future, and you would like to thank her for that. And maybe this life decision, you know a way to detail it or describe it would be, she gave you some great advice as far as meeting new people, as far as networking, um opening yourself up to meet new people and network with new people, or opening yourself up to a relationship, opening up your mind, changing your perspective on love, or marriage, or having kids, or something like that. And now that you've gotten married, or you had kids, or you met those people, you got in those circles that you need to, you're like, man, you've ever had those moments that you look back at something somebody told you and was like, wow, they were right. And I'm so glad that they talked to me at that time, because now I made the decision, and my life, I don't know where my life would be if I hadn't gotten that advice, right? This is like life changing. It doesn't necessarily have to be. If there's nothing that big that you can think of, it doesn't have to be. And like I said, you can always go back and edit this, or change the person, change the action or thing that they did or said, to make you so thankful for them and want to show gratitude. That's what this thank you note is for. So the great thing about the journal, and I always say this, the digital version is going to always win for me, because you can go back years from now, months, weeks, whatever. You can go back and edit. You can go back and change these things, reflect on it. You're in a new part of your life. A decade from now, you want to go back and you want to change these things. So that's the great thing about the digital transformation journal. The link is in the bio. Once you purchase it, it'll be sent right to you, just like that. So, yeah, again, it can be something that your mom said or did that you may end up making a decision and it changed your life now that you look back on it. Okay. So the last part says one way in which the thing or action made a difference to you. Like I said, maybe you decided to travel. Maybe you decided to open up to a new circle of friends, and leave the old behind. Maybe leave the high school mentality and friendships behind, right? Um, or maybe it could be something as simple as you started dressing different. Maybe she gave you advice on, the way you present yourself and how it can open up doors for you if you present yourself the right way, if you show up for yourself in that way, right? It can be something as simple as that, guys. So yeah, this page is supposed to take you no more than 10 minutes, and if it takes you longer, then that's fine. But this is essentially a thank you note for someone who really took the time to pour into you. And we want those people around us. We want to be able to remember those moments and be grateful for those moments.